Hello everyone, how are you doing? I hope that you are doing so very well. Today I'm going to talk to you about what I read in December, aka Harry Potter, because it was Harry Christmas Dude. I actually only got through the first 4 books, but that's okay. I'm going to continue my reread, just more via audiobook. Also, Happy New Year. It's a new year. I have some videos planned for start of year stuff. Who knows when they'll get out, but I'm really trying. I'd also keep an eye on the maureenkeavy channel, aka my second channel, aka my vlog channel. Keep an eye on that. Just saying. Merry Christmas to you was so fun. Not everything went according to plan for me. I was not traveling like I normally am, so I was like, I got all the time in the world to do everything. But then I got really busy with work. It was still a thing. I'm just gonna try to plan more next year and do better and be better. It was still a lot of fun. We still gotta announce the people who won the challenges. I know it's coming. I just have had a lot of things going on in my life that have prevented me from doing that, but it's happening very soon. So now let's talk about what I read. Yeah. First up is The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna, which is not Harry Potter, but I finished mostly in the first part of this month, and then I didn't end up talking about it in my last wrap-up. I kind of buddy read this with Max from Well Done Books. I mean that we were buddy reading it, and I did not get on the train soon enough, and he finished it, and then I finished it and texted him all of my feelings. That's the kind of buddy read I'm talking about. This is about 2 sisters named Vianne and Isabelle living during World War II in occupied France, and so you see their journey throughout the whole war, what things are like for them, the struggles that they're having. I found it to be really heartbreaking, but really good. It's a lot about family and the tough choices you have to make in the face of adversity, and which paths people take in wartime. It also has a lot of character development, which I really liked. I just really loved the sisters and how their relationship developed, and also all the friendships that you see in this book. I know I'm a little bit late to the party with this book, and a lot of people told me that I would love it, and they were not wrong. I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. Next up is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone Illustrated Edition by J.K. Rowling, illustrated by Jim Kay. We're just gonna go through the Harry Potter books chronologically because all the Harry Potter books have a 5 of 5 stars for me. Everything was 5 stars and nothing hurt. This time around I read the first 3 books in the illustrated editions, and I really loved doing that. The illustrated editions are gorgeous and so much fun to read. I also read the audiobooks with this, kind of alternated back and forth so I could get more reading done, because let's be real, you can't read this in the car while you're driving. It's not gonna work. Audiobooks are what that's for. It's just so great. Like, look at how beautiful this is. Gorgeous. So beautiful. Oh my gosh, look at it. I'm honestly just not even gonna tell you what Harry Potter's about, because if you don't know by now, get out of my life. But not really. You should just read it. Or just Google what it's about. One thing I will say for all of these books, I always reread them and have forgotten about a piece, or just like pushed it to the recesses of my memory and it just brought back up and I'm emotional all over again. I'm more familiar with the movies because I watch them more often than I reread the books, so sometimes they get a little bit mixed up. In the movie, I know that Hagrid gives Harry a scrapbook of his parents' pictures and all of that stuff, but in the book, I totally forgot that he like writes to all of Harry's parents' friends and asks them to send him pictures and puts the scrapbook together for him. That is just precious and amazing. Like I said, gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. Next up is, you guessed it, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets by J.K. Rowling, illustrated by Jim Kay. All the illustration is beautiful forever. I especially love these of Diagon Alley because anytime Diagon Alley is mentioned, it's continued on. Like, there's 2 pages of these, but this shop is a continuation from the 2 pages in The Sorcerer's Stone. So I really love that about this series, and it's all just so beautiful. I love it so much. I apparently didn't write down what I remembered from this book, but there was a lot. I feel like there's just so much in here that I see and read anew every single time. But again, for this book, 5 of 5 stars. Next up, I bet you don't know what it is. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban by J.K. Rowling, illustrated by Jim Kay. This is the last of the illustrated editions, so good. Here's the good one of Aunt Marge blown up. There's Professor Trelawney. Cool things like this. I just love it so much. It's so beautiful. The thing I wrote in my review for this book that I had forgotten about was that Cho Chang was on the Ravenclaw team and was a seeker. Where the crap was that in the movies? I want Cho Chang out there seeking all them snitches. Where has she been? Mind blown. And last but not least is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire by J.K. Rowling. I have the book over here, but it's being blocked by stuff and I am just a little bit too lazy to take everything down and pull it out just for the video. Just a little bit too lazy. This book, again, was so good. This is one that's super different from the movie and one that I remember is super different from the movie all the time. Like Dobby waking Harry up in the library and being like, you have 10 minutes until your challenge, and this is how you do it, instead of Neville explaining it to him. There's just a lot of differences and things I recognize recognize a lot. I think this might be the movie that I've seen the most, and that's why I'm like, there are so many differences. I'm still a little bit bitter about the whole Winky storyline just being erased from the movies completely, and I am always heartwarmed by the Weasleys coming as Harry's family for the last task. But like I said, there's just a lot of changes and things that I remember about the book because I know they're different from the movie, just in general. And now as we close out this video, I am starting a new thing this year, a thing that I hope will help me read more books, and it involves you. Jillian from the channel Bookish and Nerdy, that does not exist anymore, used to do something like this, and I really liked that, but I don't remember what her name was for it, and I haven't come up with a good name, so I'm just gonna explain it to you. Basically, I'm gonna give you 5 book titles, 5 things that I want to read, and you're gonna pick which one I will read in the month of January. This time around, I don't think I'm gonna explain what the books are about. I'm just gonna show them to you and you can pick. So you can pick a shot in the dark, or you can pick something you've heard of, or something you know and love and you really want me to read. So without further ado, here are those books. First up is A Madness So Discreet by Mindy McGinnis. Next up is My Brilliant Friend by Elena Ferrante. Next up is Every Heart a Doorway by Shannon McGuire. Next is Snow Like Ashes by Sarah Raish. And last is Night Film by Marisha Pacel. As a refresher, here are the 5 books. Leave what you want me to read down below. I'll probably be reading comments for the next couple days and then picking which book gets the most votes, the most comments. So comment fast. Make your decisions so that I can pick your book. And that's it. That's all that I have for you. Let me know down below which book you want me to read and also what your reading resolutions are for 2018. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye. So many great things. Yeah.